भारत के माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है माननीय आपका आज के इस कार्यक्रम में। We extend a very warm welcome to Honorable Home and Minister of Corporation, Government of India, श्री अमित शाह जी। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है माननीय आपका। आपकी अति गौरवपूर्ण उपस्थिति से इस कार्यक्रम की गरिमा बढ़ी है माननीय। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। हम स्वागत करते हैं ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड मिनिस्टर ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, श्री भूपेंद्र यादव जी का। स्वागत है ऑनरेबल मिस्टर जस्टिस एस.के. कौल, जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, ऑनरेबल मिस्टर जस्टिस संजीव खन्ना, जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Peter D. Menard, President, Commonwealth Lawyers Association, Honorable Mr. Samuel Tarnett, Chair-elect Bar Council of England and Wales, Honorable Mrs. Lubna Suja, President, Law Society of England and Wales, Honorable Shri R. Venkataramani, Attorney General for India, Honorable Shri Tushar Mehta, Solicitor General of India, हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं बार काउंसिल के चेयरमैन, बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया के चेयरमैन श्री मनन कुमार मिश्रा, श्री एस प्रभाकरण, सीनियर एडवोकेट, वाइस चेयरमैन BCI, तथा श्री अपूर्व कुमार शर्मा, सीनियर एडवोकेट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, चेयरमैन EC BCI। आप सभी का हम हृदय से अभिनंदन करते हैं। प्राचीन मान्यता है, कहते हैं कि समुद्र मंथन से अमृत की प्राप्ति हुई थी। विचारों के आदान प्रदान और मंथन से निश्चित ही इन 2 दिनों में अमृत की प्राप्ति हुई होगी, ऐसा हम उम्मीद नहीं बल्कि विश्वास करते हैं। इन 2 दिन के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में अमृत की प्राप्ति हुई है, तो अमृत काल में इससे सुखद संयोग और क्या हो सकता है। This conference has provided a platform for legal luminaries from across the globe to exchange ideas and experiences, fostering international cooperation and understanding. Let's get together to make a change forever. कहते हैं कि मेघ और मेहमान बड़े भाग से पधारते हैं। फॉलोइंग आर वेरी रिच इंडियन ट्रेडिशन ऑफ अतिथि देवो भव, मे आई रिक्वेस्ट चेयरमैन बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया श्री मनन कुमार मिश्रा टू काइंडली वेलकम ऑनरेबल होम एंड कोऑपरेशन मिनिस्टर श्री अमित शाह जी। पौधा जीवंतता का प्रतीक है, जीवन का प्रतीक है, प्रगति का प्रतीक है, हरियाली का प्रतीक है। और अब मैं निवेदन करती हूँ मिस्टर एस प्रभाकरण, सीनियर एडवोकेट, वाइस चेयरमैन BCI, आपसे कि कृपया माननीय श्री भूपेंद्र यादव जी का स्वागत करें। माननीय मंत्री महोदय। Now I request Mr. Apurva Kumar Sharma, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Chairman EC BCI, to kindly present a plant to Honorable Mr. Justice S.K. Kaul, Judge Supreme Court of India. Mr. Ved Prakash Sharma, Co-Chairman BCI, is kindly requested to present plant to Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Khanna. Mr. S.C. Srimali, Co-Chairman BCI, is now requested to kindly present plant to Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge Supreme Court of India. Shri S.C. Srimali. Next is Mr. Manoj Kumar. और अब मेरा निवेदन है श्री मनोज कुमार एन, वाइस चेयरमैन ECBCI, आपसे कि कृपया ऑनरेबल मिस्टर पीटर डी मेनॉड, प्रेसिडेंट कॉमनवेल्थ लॉयर्स एसोसिएशन को पौधा भेंट करें. आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू काइंडली प्रेजेंट अ प्लान टू ऑनरेबल मिस्टर पीटर डी मेनॉड. Mr. A. Rami Reddy, Executive Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India Trust, is now requested to kindly present a plan to Honorable Mr. Samuel Tonnet, Chair-elect, Bar Council of England and Wales. Mr. Jayant D. Jaybhave. और अब मेरा निवेदन है मिस्टर जैन जी जयभावे आपसे, जो कि मेंबर हैं BCI के, कि ऑनरेबल मिसेस लुबना सूजा, प्रेसिडेंट लॉ सोसाइटी ऑफ इंग्लैंड एंड वेल्स, का स्वागत करें. ही विल बी प्रेजेंटिंग प्लान टू ऑनरेबल मिसेस लुबना सूजा, प्रेसिडेंट लॉ सोसाइटी ऑफ इंग्लैंड एंड वेल्स. And now I request Mr. Pratap Singh, member BCI, to kindly come up onto the stage and present a plan to Honorable Shri R. Venkataramani, Attorney General of India. The status of guests is nothing less than that of a god in India. Mr. Shailendra Dubey, member BCI, I request you to please come up onto the stage and present a plan to Honorable Shri Tushar Mehta, Solicitor General of India. स्वागत की इन्हीं भावनाओं को अब शब्दों में व्यक्त करेंगे स्वागत संबोधन के द्वारा बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया के चेयरमैन श्री मनन कुमार मिश्रा. काइंडली डिलीवर वेलकम एड्रेस.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we embark on this significant gathering, I would like to extend our warmest appreciation to our esteemed guests, whose presence has elevated the International Lawyers Conference 2023 to new heights. First and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest appreciation and heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, the Honorable Home Minister and Minister of Cooperation, Sri Amit Shah ji. Sir, your presence at this gathering is an immense privilege and a source of great honor for us. Your unwavering support and encouragement for the legal community is a constant source of inspiration. Your visionary leadership has a remarkable track record of turning aspirations into tangible achievements. Your dedication to the betterment of our society and strengthening the nation is an inspiration to all of us, and we are truly fortunate to have you to grace this occasion today. We extend our warmest welcome to Sri Bhupendra Jadhav ji, not only as the Union Minister of Law and Employment, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, but also as a true friend, philosopher and guide to the Bar Council of India. Sir, your presence at the International Lawyers Conference has not only added immense value to our event, but also signifies your unwavering support and wisdom. Sir, we are sincerely thankful to you. We also extend our profound gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, a luminary on the bench of Supreme Court of India. His Lordship is truly a judge for the common man, and his vision has illuminated the path of justice. Your Lordship's continuous support and insights are invaluable assets for the lawyers and judiciary. Furthermore, we are deeply honored by the presence of Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Khanna, a distinguished and erudite Supreme Court judge. His jurisdictional expertise and profound insights greatly enrich the intellectual discourse of our gathering, adding immense value to our conference. Our profound gratitude extends to the esteemed Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimhaji, a distinguished legal luminary who has seamlessly transitioned from being a great lawyer to a formidable judge of the Supreme Court. His legal acumen and dedication to the cause of justice are truly commendable, and we are privileged to have his invaluable presence with us. His Lordship's sagacious guidance and dedication to legal education have been invaluable, and we are truly privileged to benefit from his able assistance and wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the utmost honor and respect that we welcome the Attorney General and Solicitor General for India as distinguished guests at this International Lawyers Conference. These two legal luminaries hold positions of paramount importance within India's legal framework, and their presence here is testament to their unwavering dedication to the upholding the rule of law. Both these ex officio members of Bar Council of India play instrumental role in upholding justice, safeguarding our constitutional framework, and ensuring that the government operates within the boundaries of legality. We are indeed fortunate to have their unparalleled expertise grace this event, enriching our collective understanding of legal intricacies on the global scale. Friends, I am honored to introduce three distinguished individuals whose presence here today underscores the global significance of our conference. This international conference has been organized in association with the Law Society of England and Wales, the Bar Council of England and Wales, and Commonwealth Lawyers Association, which represents 56 countries of bar associations. Mr. Peter Menard, President of Commonwealth Lawyers Association, under his leadership, the Commonwealth Lawyers Association reflects his commitment to legal excellence and promotion of justice within the Commonwealth nations. Mr. Samuel Townend, KC, the Chair-elect of Bar Council of England and Wales. His role as the Chair-elect of the Bar Council of England and Wales highlights his outstanding contribution to the legal profession in one of the world's most respected legal systems. Ms. Lubna Suja, the President of Law Society of England and Wales. Ms. Suja's esteemed position as the President of Law Society of England and Wales underscores her dedication to advancing the legal profession and ensuring the highest standard of legal practice. Today, we are deeply grateful for the presence of these distinguished individuals on the dais, whose participation not only enriches our conference but also emphasizes its global reach and significance. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I welcome in this conference the members of the different state bar councils, the representatives of all the district bar associations of the country, and the members of the legal fraternity, the media people. This international conference is organized, as I told, in association with the three other international bodies. Friends, the 10 different technical sessions under the chairmanship of honorable judges of Supreme Court and High Courts and eminent speakers, the senior advocates from bar, have deliberated very valuable thoughts to find out solutions for emerging challenges in justice delivery system. I am glad to inform Sri Amit Shah ji and Honorable Bhupender Jadhav ji, also the honorable judges on the dais and off the dais, that today advocate delegates from almost 600 districts of the country have attended this conference. Similarly, lakhs of law students from various law colleges and universities of the country, along with near about 4,500 bar associations representing 23 lakh advocates of the country, have virtually witnessed this historical conference. Sir, everybody says that the Indian courts, there is a delay and the courts are overburdened. Why the courts are overburdened? It is because of the fact that the immense faith of the people in our Indian judiciary. For anything and everything, the people knock the doors of law courts, but under the leadership of our Amit Shah ji, recently the Mediation Act has been passed by our parliament, and this is a most welcome step for the lawyers and the litigants of the country. Sir, recently 3 bills are proposed to be introduced in the parliament with regard to the criminal law. The Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, Bharatiya Sakshya Sanhita 2023. These bills represent a commitment to the accessible and swift justice, embracing technology while repealing outdated laws. They modernize Indian legal system to meet contemporary needs, fostering fairness and efficiency in the pursuit of justice. Sir, the Indian lawyers, they have welcomed all these 3 bills, and your ministry has asked for our opinion and suggestions. We have constituted a committee. Very soon, whatever suggestions are of the lawyers of the country, we will communicate to you. Sir, the budget of 7,000 crores for the e-courts, it's a welcome step. But our bar associations also need good e-libraries and facilities for e-filings. Our government and the Chief Justice of India are doing a lot of exercise in this regard, no doubt. Plannings are there, but for proper and effective implementation of all these schemes, the bar is also to be involved. In Legal Services Authority Act, certain amendments are needed for active involvement of the bar also. Legal aid is primarily the duty of lawyers. The lawyers of almost all the democratic countries where judiciary is strong and independent need effective laws for their protection and protection of their families. Some of their states have passed the bills for protection of advocates, but that's quite ineffective and insufficient. If there are laws to protect them from unsocial elements, the lawyers are expected to perform their duties fearlessly and independently. I request our beloved and dynamic Amit Shah ji, the Home Minister of the country, to consider to bring a central legislation for the protection of lawyers from illegal and unlawful act against the lawyers and their family members. Sir, you are a man who can do miracles. The entire country is your fan, and it's due to your hard, honest, and sincere and selfless work, your visions, that the country and the citizen of our country are safe today. A few days back, Honorable the Chief Justice of India laid a stress about the amicable relationship between bar and bench. The Indian bar always respects the bench, and we get same treatment from our bench, and we both together protect the democracy and the rule of law. Sir, our judges, they are very hardworking. One Supreme Court judge disposes of more than 70-80 cases in a day. Similar is the case with the High Court judges. The majority of the other courts are equally hardworking. The Indian judiciary has been playing a crucial role in upholding the rule of law and ensuring justice. It strengthens, and positive aspects include Indian judiciary is known for its independence, ensuring impartial decision making, and to protect the fundamental right. Sir, only in the March of this month, the Bar Council of India has framed a rule allowing some foreign law firms and the foreign lawyers to enter into Indian jurisdiction and to practice to a limited extent. The regulations overseeing the practice of foreign lawyers and law firms in India have been thoughtfully crafted to strike a delicate equilibrium. They aim to safeguard the rights and interests and privileges of Indian lawyers while also providing limited avenues to foreign lawyers to engage in legal practice within the country. अब थोड़े अपने मन की बात बोल दूं। मेरे मन की बात देश के 23 लाख लोगों के मन की बात है। कल इसी भवन में, इसी मंच पे हम लोगों ने अपने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को बुलाया, उनकी बातें सुनी। पूरे देश के वकील बहुत ही उत्साहित हैं। कल से लगता है कि हमारे वकीलों की एनर्जी में दुगुनी ताकत आ गई। आज जो विभूति हमारे बीच मंच पे हैं, एनर्जी का जो सोर्स होता है, वो शक्ति का जो संसाधन है, वो यहीं से मिलता है। कल मैंने बहुत लिमिटेड शब्दों में प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट की बात की थी, वेलफेयर इंश्योरेंस की बात की थी। आज मैंने बड़े खुल के कहा, यहां से मिल जाएगा। आपने देखा होगा अभी हाल में रोज वकीलों को हड़ताल करना पड़ता है। अभी हाल में पुलिस एट्रोसिटीज के वजह से अभी हापुड़ बगल के जिले में हुआ हंगामा और कई दिनों तक हड़ताल चला। हाई कोर्ट को नोटिस लेना पड़ा, उससे भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा। हमारे माननीय ऑनरेबल मिस्टर जस्टिस कौल साहब हैं, कई बार वकीलों पे सख्त हो जाते हैं। मुझे खुद अपीयर होकर इनके कोर्ट में बोलना पड़ता है कि मजबूरी भी समझिए, लेकिन उनका कहना भी कुछ जायज है। आखिर अगर पुलिस मारने लगे बिना किसी वजह के तो हम जाएंगे कहां? तो इसके लिए हमने सिर्फ कहा है कि कोई क्रिमिनल कहीं अटैक कर देता है वकील पर, हम उसके खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, तो हमें प्रोटेक्शन की जरूरत है। पुलिस एट्रोसिटीज कहीं हो जाए अनावश्यक, तो वकीलों को प्रोटेक्शन की जरूरत इसलिए है कि हम जाएंगे तो जाएंगे कहां? एक ऐसी कमेटी, एक ऐसा कानून आप बना दें कि हम भी उनके खिलाफ कुछ बोल सकें, कुछ कार्रवाई हो सके। आपने जब से ये विभाग संभाला, एक हमारे यहां कहा जाता है बिहार में कि तुमको सीधा कर देंगे, सारे क्रिमिनल, सारे टेररिस्ट सीधे हो। पूरे देश का वकील, वजह मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन पूरे देश का वकील हमारे माननीय अमित शाह जी, गृह मंत्री जी का क्यों फैन है? वैलिडिक्टरी में मैंने और लोगों का नाम लिया था। जब बार काउंसिल की मीटिंग और हमारे ज्वाइंट सेशन की बात हो रही थी, तो हमने, और कुछ लोगों ने और भी नाम लिए, लेकिन जब मेजोरिटी से जब हमने देखा कि नहीं 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 नहीं, हमको माननीय अमित शाह जी ही चाहिए, उन्हीं को बुलाइए, तो आपने जो चाहा, आपकी जो इच्छा थी, वो हमने पूरी कर दी। हम आपके बहुत ही आभारी हैं कि आप वकीलों के बीच आए। पूरे देश के वकीलों के नेता, बार लीडर्स, विदेश के बार लीडर्स आज यहां उपस्थित हैं। ये एक ऐतिहासिक भीड़ है और आप हमें आए हमारे बीच, हमारे आग्रह को आपने माना, हम बहुत बहुत आभारी हैं। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद चेयरमैन बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया श्री मनन कुमार मिश्रा। और अब मेरा आग्रह है श्री एस प्रभाकरण, वाइस चेयरमैन बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया, आपसे कि अपने उद्गार रखें आज के इस शुभ अवसर पर।
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed immense honor and privilege for me to stand before you to be addressing this August gathering on the Valedictory of the International Lawyers Conference of 2023, organized by the Bar Council of India. Mananji has spoken lengthy. Certain issues I'm not able to understand, and he spoke to in Hindi because I came from Tamil Nadu. Before I begin, I would like to share a couplet from the revered Tamil literary work, Tirukural, by Saint Thiruvalluvar. It goes as follows: சூழ்ச்சி முடிவு துணிவு வெய்தல், அத்துணிவு தாட்சியுள் தங்குதல் தீது. 671. The essence of this couplet underscores the importance of timely decision. It speaks to the significance of making decisions when promptly rather than delaying them. This sentiment particularly apt for our Honorable Home Minister, Sri Amit Shah ji, known for his swift and decisive actions. At this juncture, I'd like to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed Home Minister, Sri Amit Shah ji, for gracing these occasions with his presence. Your support and encouragement for the legal fraternity serve as a tremendous source of the inspirations. Your vision has consistently transformed aspirations into achievements. We never forget, sir. We are also honored to have with us the Honorable Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Justice P.S. Narasimha, judges of the Supreme Court of India, who tirelessly works for the welfare of the public, a true common man's judge. His Lordship's vision in ensuring the access justice throughout the country has been exemplary. Further, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Your wisdom and guidance have always been a pillar of the strength of our legal community, and we work forward to your continued support in our endeavor. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Sri Bhupendra Yadav, Union Cabinet Minister, Labor and Employment, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, for gracing the international conference with his presence. Your esteemed participation has added immense value to our event. Today, we have gathered in this magnificent Vijan Bhavan, heart of New Delhi. We are not just participants. We are architects of the future international law. We came together to engage meaningful discourse, share our collective wisdom, and lay the foundation for more just and harmonious global, the legal landscape in these 2 days, the search of the knowledge and enhanced by effective and efficient discussion from the speakers and the panelists. Our conference that spread over the past 2 days is a testament to the Bar Council of India commitment to fostering the excellence in legal practice and jurisprudence. The law of dynamic in nature, and it must be made adaptable according to the society we live. Different perspective of thoughts were raised and discussed in these 2 days, and the same would pave way for more effective drafting of laws and makes administration of justice more efficient. The International Lawyers Conference, in an historical event organized by the Bar Council of India. Brother, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring your notice. The Manan Kumar Misra, past 3 or 4 months, whenever we come the convening a meeting, is only the agenda and motive. He said we should convene a very international conference, particularly in Delhi, to invite all the delegates from foreign countries. It has been true. Past 2 days, we have been achieved that. This is not only the BCI and the honorable judges of the Supreme Court and cooperation with the legal fraternity through this conference, the Bar Council of India, the initiative to make the Indian legal fraternity traverse through the global legal landscape. They have different thoughts and perspectives shared in these 2 days aims to be foundations of global legal understanding. The International Lawyers Conference, in a technical sessions, there are more than 10 technical sessions we have been organized, and the legal brains has been trained well by the members of the bar. The members of the bar has shown today nearly throughout the country. With the help of the member, the Manan Kumar Mishra, nearly 3,000 lawyers participated in this program. That we have to appreciate Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra ji. And one of the main motives of the international conference to take more of our advocates to reach across the world and participate in global forum. The discussion that took place in these 2 days focused on various initiatives that the improve of the global participations of our legal community. The world in this era of technology has made the global involvement simpler and effective, and this conference in these 2 days and deliberated to welcome the solution to global problems in administration of justice through the discussions and sharing of thoughts. All this, the technical sessions and solutions were achieved. His Holiness Mr. Dalai Lama, he has said, share your knowledge. It is a way to achieve immortality. We have shared our knowledge through the technical sessions and we have engaged in the critical discussion in these 2 days. In conclusions, I quote the word of celebrated German author John Wolfgang, and Goethe has said, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So my friends, we are engaged in these mind-storming technical sessions past 2 days, actively participated in the exchange of knowledge. I would urge all my friends to implement the same, even day to day, the legal works to increase our productivity in the process of aiding administration. As we embark on the journey of the knowledge sharing and legal enlightenment, let us be inspired by remarkable individuals who have gathered here, and let us remain committed to pursuit of the justice and the rule of law. Together, we can illuminate the path towards the more just, equitable, and legally sound world. Thank you. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद Vice Chairman Bar Council of India. May I request the Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge Supreme Court of India, to kindly address us.
Honorable Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji, Honorable Minister for the Environment and Forest, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav, my esteemed colleagues, brother judges, Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Sanjeev Khanna, and other learned judges who are present here, High Court judges, learned Attorney General R. Venkatramani, Mr. Tushar Mehta, the organizer of this event, Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra, Samuel Townard, Lubna Suja, senior members, advocates, and everyone who is present here, and very importantly, large number of students who have attended here. Let me commence with congratulating the Bar Council of India, Bar Council of England, and Commonwealth Law Association for organizing this excellent event. We need to remember the importance of being a lawyer. That's one factor I just wanted to share with you. And where from here, that's another issue I want to share my thoughts with you. And I'll be short because of a large number of speakers today. It was really a proud moment in my life when I enrolled as a lawyer in 1988. That meant that I have to act with reason, since it's the most important tool of this profession. This tool, which I obtained after becoming a lawyer, continues to be with me as a judge, and it is so in equal significance to everybody, including members of political executive or those who occupy constitutional positions also. Reason, I think, is the heart of justice, and that is the basis for being so integrally connected with the constitutional ideal of securing justice of social, economic, and political fronts. Interestingly, last year I stumbled upon a phrase while I was generally reading Bhagavad Gita, and I was mightily impressed by that. When I read there Krishna explaining the manifestation of Godhood. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadah Pramuditamaham. He says this is nothing to do with philosophy or religion. It is something to do with just the lawyers. He says, know me as a Godhood as the best argument. Vadah Pramuditamaham. Know me as the best of the arguments. Godhood explains itself as the best of the arguments, which is nothing but a correct reason. You need to understand not only divinity, but also the process of justice and realize it only through the reason. And that is what this profession is all about. That is the greatest thing that we have. We put before, as lawyers, the probable best argument before the judge. In view of two competing arguments, the judge picks up what is he thinks the best of the argument. This is the process of justice. And we must, and I continue to be, and we must be proud of this profession, which has given us such an important role in the society. I will conclude this with three important factors that come to my mind. The first relates to the fact that the universe is transforming. The world is looking at India for leadership towards the new world. If we take up the responsibility, which we must, what value addition can we make as lawyers to this society? The first and the most important thing that we need to do to upgrade ourselves is to build upon the inviolable virtue of honesty and sincerity in our working. The Bar Council has an important role in letting our youngsters, younger generation, imbibe these values so that a lawyer will not move away from the path of honesty and thought, action, courage, and goodness. It is only after this, I emphasize, it's only after this that the next issues relating to our efficiency and other things will arise. One way of testing this is to reflect on what the societal views of a lawyer is. Do they view us and consider as the most trusted friend, or do they look at us with suspicion? This is what we must consider and work towards attaining that situation where there is confidence and trust in approaching a lawyer. The second aspect is a common thing which everybody says, that we need to be efficient, we need to adopt technology, which is a most important thing. Yesterday we had a very fruitful discussion on artificial intelligence. I shared my thought there and I want to repeat that. Through artificial intelligence, for the first time, we could break the barriers of language, and entirety of the judgments could be translated into each of the regional language. What happens because of that? The advantage for lawyer is that we will be able to share the knowledge that is there in another embedded and secretively protected in other languages, and share such knowledge across the board all over the country. Simultaneously, it integrates the country. That's the reason why technology is very important and lawyers must be adept in adopting them. The third factor which I want to share with all of you is that we have worked with the advent of the Constitution for a period of 70 years. And the tool that we had as lawyer is the methodology of adversarial litigation. All of you are lawyers here. And if you reflect upon the outcome of the resolution of disputes through the adversarial litigation, we all know the answers. A simple problem between two brothers, to resolve the disputes relating to the property can't take 25 years. If a husband and wife are not able to get along, the proceedings for divorce can't take again 25 years. There is something fundamentally wrong in the method that we have adopted. It is in this context I state that mediation is a game changer. The reason why I'm emphasizing this is that the Bar Council and the lawyers have an immense and an important role in adopting mediation as yet another methodology of resolution of disputes, and the process and techniques and methods to learn mediation requires unlearning as what we have learned as lawyers. Over a period of time, with the help of Bar Council, if we build up mediation councils which would impart that kind of an education, and I think if we set a target about 10 to 15 years, we will be able to clear the backlog and make access to justice purposeful and easily available to everybody. We had excellent sessions yesterday. They are related to international legal solutions, access to justice, impact of social media, ADR, artificial intelligence, changing the landscape of criminal law, role of legal profession, and we have also discussed about the future of this legal education. I am sure this was very fruitful. I again take this opportunity to congratulate the chairman of the Bar Council with his team and also the members of the International Bar Council. I thank one and all for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha. और अब हमारा निवेदन है ऑनरेबल मिस्टर जस्टिस संजीव खन्ना, जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, आपसे कि कृपया अपने बहुमूल्य विचारों से हम सबको अवगत कराएं, हमें संबोधित करें।
Respected Shri Amit Shah ji and Shri Bhupender Yadav ji, esteemed senior brother, Mr. Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, and brother, Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, learned Attorney General of India, Mr. R. Venkataramani, learned Solicitor General, Tushar Mehta, distinguished guests from abroad, Mr. Samuel Townend, Ms. Lubana Suja, and Mr. Peter D. Nayad, hosts and organizers of this conference, Mr. Madan Kumar Mishra, Mr. Prabhakan, Mr. Sharma, judges, members of the bar and delegates, namaste. India has one of the largest bars in the world, comprising a vast pool of legal professionals with diverse background and expertise. The Bar Council of India is the apex body that represents them. This two-day conference, possibly first of this kind in India, brings to focus legal and adjudicatory interdependence between nation states, an aspect which seldom attracts attention and deliberated upon. International judicial interdependence is an acknowledgement of the need for global committee approach in issues like terrorism, cybercrime, etc. Even use of artificial intelligence to check misuse requires a broad global consensus. If we have cross-border trade, we are bound to have disputes. Just as disputes are normal to humans, so is their resolution. Cross-border trade in commerce requires an international law, both substantive and procedural, for ensuring impartial and fair settlement as well as adjudication. Further, we require rules that ensure recognition and quick and easy enforcement. This conference perhaps is a unique platform for exchange of ideas, insights, and expertise on different subjects, which had varied from alternative dispute resolution and international commercial transactions, intellectual property rights in borderless world, artificial intelligence transforming the legal landscapes, justice delivery system, and the impact of social media changing landscapes of criminal law. Besides, we have focused on socially relevant subjects like access to justice and legal aid in developing countries. However, there's one area which I feel should engage a greater attention. Simplicity of law, that is, use of language which is understood by a common man. Is law required to be demystified? Should law be a puzzle that needs to be solved? Laws are meant to be resolve disputes and not become disputed themselves. Laws should not be a mystery to the common man. Law is not written as a edict meant for legal experts. They apply and govern almost everything in our daily lives, and therefore, use of simple language is required. This enables the citizens to take informed decisions and avoid unintentional violations. This equally applies to our decisions and judgments. Yesterday, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the Prime Minister of our country, in his address, had highlighted the role of judiciary in development of this country. He had said that Indian judiciary plays a crucial role in upholding the rule of law. Strong, independent, and fair bar is the hallmark of a free and fair society based upon rule of law. The Universal Declaration of Independence of Justice, adopted in Montreal in 1983, states, "There shall be a fair and equitable system of administration of justice, which guarantees independence of lawyers, in discharge of the professional duties without restriction, influences, inducements, pressure, threats, or interference, direct or indirect, from any quarter and any reasons. This independence of bar is not provided for not for the benefit or protection of judges and lawyers as such, nor is it intended to shield them from being accountable in performance of their professional duties or to the law in general. Instead, its purpose is to protection of the people as bulwark of free and democratic society. Legal profession is perhaps the only profession which finds its mention in the constitutional text through Article 22. Right to represent another person before the court of law and tribunal is a significant constitutional and a statutory right. Justice Narasimha had highlighted certain aspects with regard to which are of concern to all of us who have been associated with the legal profession. It is therefore imperative for the members of the legal profession to live up to the solemn expectations and reflect upon the significant role each one has to play in upholding the principles of justice and rule of law within our society. Justice Narasimha had also emphasized on the alternate dispute resolution mechanisms such as mediation and conciliations, which are gaining popularity amongst lawyers as they help in resolving community issues and disputes. However efficient and sized a legal system may be in India, legal recourse and legal action can never be the answer. Most of the societal issues, except some that require court adjudication, should not come to the court and have to be resolved amicably through mediation and conciliation. As per 2019 World Justice Report, there are estimated 1.5 billion in the world who could not obtain justice, civil, administrative, or in criminal courts. Thus, we have the term justice gap, which is defined as number of people who have at least one unmet justice need. India has resolved this problem by providing free legal aid and assistance. India has the largest legal aid coverage in the world. Almost 80% of India's 1.4 billion population is eligible to legal aid. Almost 30% of the accused avail of legal aid and assistance at the trial stage. The figure increases to 50% at the appellate stage. There are two more aspects which I wanted to highlight in addition to what Justice Narasimha has highlighted. The first aspect is commercialization of litigation and legal profession. Escalating cost of litigation and exorbitant fees are formidable barriers to access to justice to ensure, and we must ensure, that justice remains accessible to all. The figures which we have given with regard to the people who are availing of free legal aid at the trial court and the appellate stage is an indication of that. The second aspect which I want to highlight is the edifice of rule of law, which works when the courts apply legal principles to true facts. True facts blown legally in the court of law. Deficit of truth, which refers to misinformation and devaluation of truth in societies, is a matter of concern. This should bother the lawyers as a community on the whole. The last aspect which I want to highlight is again a matter of going concern, is the declining interest in litigation as a career choice. As the prime stakeholders of the profession, it is imperative for all of us to introspect and address this issue. We must all strive to revive and preserve certain traditions of the legal profession, which means court litigation should be a matter of first choice and not the last choice. Why this has happened and what are the reasons for the same is for the internal discussion of the legal community. We all know the reasons, one of them being low retainership or stipend being paid to the youngsters and young lawyers. Having said this, we have to recognize that this is the starting step we have taken for providing an interaction with the youngsters and with the international community so as to enable the youngsters to get benefit of the various discussions which have taken place in the conference. I thank the organizers for providing me this opportunity and congratulate the Bar Council of India as well as Indian in Wales for organizing this international conference. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Khanna. May I now invite and request Honorable Mr. Justice S.K. Kaul, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to kindly address us.
Shri Amit Shah ji, Bhupendra Yadav ji, my brother Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice P.S. Narasimha and other brother judges in the audience, the Attorney General and the Solicitor General of India, our guests from abroad, Mr. Samuel Townsend, Mr. Peter Menard, Mrs. Dubia Shuja, the members of the other members and dignitaries on the dais, and the organizers headed by Mr. Manan Kumar Mishra of the Bar Council of India, who organized this wonderful conference. A real initiative, and must express my appreciation for what has been endeavored and done. That the legal fraternity of lawyers thinks so positively itself is a great beginning. We have had 2 days of invigorating and insightful intellectual discussions and deliberations, and a common consensus on what the system requires from all of us to improve it. But I do believe that the reflections of the 2 days must transmit into something which is substantial, and that can happen if what has been discussed is documented, and what are the suggestions which can help the legal system is forwarded to the government for its input. As I reflect on the past 2 days, I am reminded of a quote by late Anna Lindh, a former Swedish politician, lawyer, and one of the most influential diplomats in the contemporary history. She remarked, globalization has made us more vulnerable. It creates a world without borders and makes us painfully aware of the limitations of our present instruments and of politics to meet its challenges. From the importance of having a global law to access to justice via technology in the form of alternative dispute resolution, and most importantly, to the role of lawyers, this conference has had a meaningful conversation on all these burning issues. We in India have been trying to make use of technology in the judicial setup. The most noteworthy use of it has been the advent of the virtual courts or the e-courts. While COVID-19 pandemic had its own problems and it brought a world to a standstill, its amazing justice did not close. It may have been affected, but all of us tried our best to see that the common man can still approach the justice delivery system despite the pandemic. The virtual hearing allows lawyers and litigants from across the country to attend their respective cases without having to travel all the way to New Delhi, which involves not only time but also money. As is commonly said, justice should be equally and readily accessible to each person, notwithstanding the financial constraints. Even after effects of the pandemic subsided, courts all across India have adopted the virtual method, which I am sure will remain for times to come. While litigation in courts has always been a sought-after option by litigants and lawyers, it makes me happy to see the growing use of alternative dispute resolution mechanism in nature of arbitration, mediation, and conciliation, in which personally I have great faith. The advantage numbers the advantages of litigating a matter, which more often than not goes on for years, leads to immense delay in delivery justice system, and leaves people antagonistic towards each other. There are certain issues like constitutional aspects, statutory challenges, which are best addressed in the adversarial system in society. It is also economically less draining as they are involved in the process, eliminating the need to hire professionals charging hefty amounts. It was only a few days back that the Mediation Act 2023 was notified with the objective of encouraging online mediation to serve the interests of the stakeholders in an alternative mechanism system for resolving disputes. In fact, in a unique endeavor, when Mr. Rohington Nariman was heading the mediation committee, I was part of it. We got all the mediators of the country to look to across the borders and then come with a suggested bill, really for the first time, which was sent to the government, and which forms the fabric of the new Mediation Act, with of course changes which the government thought was possible. A lot has been said about the Indian setup. It was a pleasure to hear the distinguished legal luminaries from Law Society of England and Wales, the Bar Council of England and Wales, the Commonwealth Group, generating with the same cause, common cause of recognizing and improving the problem that exists in the legal system across the globe. It is now time to pass baton to the younger generation of lawyers who, in my opinion, are far more technologically advanced and aware of these impending problems. We have a large spectrum of people here, the students here who will be the future lawyers. It is commonly said change is the only constant. It is our duty to groom the next set of legal professionals and listen to their suggestions about improving the legal system. As an officer of the court, I believe their voices should be heard and respected as much as a senior suggestion is. In fact, it is fair enough that the future stakeholders have a say how they wish the legal system to work. Law, and I'm sure all of you agree, is an exhausting profession. When I was young, there used to be no concept of mental health. And the legal fraternity would work for hours at stretch to the detriment of their health. Awareness about mental health is the need of the hour, and the upcoming professional place a lot of importance on it. Glorifying the hustle culture should be stopped, and a more conversation should be held at workplace regarding the importance of mental health being. I also believe one of the important things is the ethical values with which the profession is carried out. We have to guide and give practice to the younger generation. Tell them what we did right, what we may have done wrong. I see here two of the persons who are giants in their fields, and I've learned law in my life, Mr. Venugopal and Mr. Nariman both.